Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Thanks for taking the time to take a look at this video here I got. I want to talk real quick. I come down to the river to sit here for a little bit. You know, it's hot today. It's August 14th, 2026, and it's about 105 degrees is what it feels like, they say. But reason I was sitting here and I was thinking about something, and I was thinking about the old phrase that if you see something, say something. And why I got to it, or why I bring that phrase up, is I got a little story to tell you about something that happened to me this morning. And before I get into it, you know, that phrase, it means a lot. You know, if you see something, say something. And you know, a lot of people, and I've been guilty of it back earlier in my life, that I didn't say something probably when I should have, and I kind of regret that I didn't. But you know, well, anyhow, let me get into my story. So I don't sleep very well, and I got up about 2:30 this morning, went outside and had me some coffee and all that, you know, woke up a little bit, relaxing. And I decided I'm going to go work out. My gym, it's open 24 hours, and I got to drive like 8 miles to get there. So I'm driving down the road, and, you know, it's late, watching for deer and all that good stuff. When I'm driving, you know, I try to think about what I'm going to do for the day, and, you know, if I've got to do something for work, or if I'm going to make a video, I think about, you know, what I'm going to talk about today and things of that nature. Anyhow, I'm driving down the road, and I get over to this other little town there that I go to, because like I say, it's about 8 miles from me where my gym is, where I got to, where I go work out. Anyhow, I'm driving, getting close to the little town there, an intersection. There's a light up there at the intersection. And on that corner, it's on the very corner, and there's a smoke shop that is right there on the corner, and off of the road is probably not even 40 feet. Anyhow, I'm driving down the road, getting up close to that intersection, 50, 45, 35, you know, and but it's late in the morning, you know, it's 3:30 in the morning, so I'm down to about like 20 miles an hour. Nobody behind me, I ain't hurting nothing. But I see somebody that is standing beside this building, and they actually picked up a sandbag and they threw it through the window. And I was just like, I can't believe I just seen what I just saw. And anyhow, so I didn't want to slow down. I mean, I seen the guy, and he'd walked in through the window before I got to the intersection, and I didn't want to slow down and like spook him and anything. The light on the corner just happened to be green, so I went ahead, I made a right turn, and by that time my hand was already on the phone, and I'd already dialed 911. And I got turned, no more than I got turned. The dispatcher answered and said hello, and I said, yeah, you know, this smoke shop just got broke into. But it was a half a block up the road. There was a sheriff sitting right there. I mean, he was just sitting there, not even a half a block up the road. I mean, well, maybe a block and a half. And so I whip in there, and I've got the window down, and he got his window down. I'm trying to tell him, I said, there's a guy just broke in. I just seen him walk in. And I said, you got about 30 seconds. You get down there, you can catch him. And so anyhow, that was the last I seen or heard about it there for a little while. I went on and worked out. And anyhow, I was gone I worked out for about an hour and a half and everything. And I was coming back, and I drove by there. And when I drove by there, there was all these cops and the crime scene investigation and everything. And, you know, I thought, well, either they got somebody or they didn't, but they knew something was happening, you know. Well, the sheriff that I had seen and sent him down there, he waved me over the road. Hey, can you stop? Can you stop for a minute? I said, yeah, I ain't doing nothing. So I stopped, and he asked me to give a statement and all that good stuff. I did. But the moral of the story was, and yes, they got the guy. They called him and everything. But the moral of the story is that it goes back to, if you see something, say something. And I believe, I don't know who come up with that. I know it's been around even since back around 9/11 time, talking about terrorists and things. But if you see something, say something. I hate a thief. I shouldn't use hate, I guess. I work too hard. We all work too hard, especially when we're retired. Even though we may not work, we've worked too hard in our lives to get things stolen. I know this business owner, I don't know what they're going to have to pay for, but it ain't good. He's got a broken window, and anything else that broke inside, or if they took anything and damaged anything, things of that nature. And, you got to think, if it is your house or your kid's house, or, even if it was a total stranger and you seen something happening, should you say something? Well, odds are you probably should, because, karma's a bitch. And it'll come back around if you don't say nothing. And unfortunately, I've learned that too. So, anyhow, I wanted to share that little story with you today. That happened this morning. I know I've already posted a video today, but this was, I was sitting here at the river and I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, I'm going to make a video. If you see something, say something, because that's just the way we ought to be. I don't know. Like I say, not everybody's like that. They don't want to get pulled into the middle of this or that or another, but it is the right thing to do. So with that, I'm gonna let you go. I'm Joe with Just Sharing Life, and if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe. Leave me a comment down in the bottom if you would say something, or if you would just keep your mouth shut. I'd be interested. I'd just be interested in see what people's got to say about it. So with that, I'll let you all go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.